Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Joel Hancock. It's 5 o'clock on a Friday, so I've got another 5 minutes for you. You can see, unlike the last couple of videos, I am super casual today. That is because there was no court today, and I thought that today would be a good opportunity to explain to you how district court works, when there is court, when there is not court, and kind of some of the inner workings that you might not be aware of when you go into court, especially if you try to handle stuff on your own. So a lot of times I get questions about court dates. So for example, if somebody has multiple matters, let's say they got a couple of different speeding tickets from different officers, and they say, well, can we just put both of my court cases on the same day? And the answer to that is usually no. Every officer in Carteret County has their own court date every month. And so normally the court date for misdemeanors and traffic matters in Carteret County are going to be determined by the complaining witness. And more often than not, the complaining witness in every case is the officer involved. So you're going to have to go to court, even if you have multiple cases, according to who the complaining witness is in the case. There are 5 assistant district attorneys in Carteret County, and each of them is responsible for something different. We have one relatively new assistant DA who is responsible for kind of floating, and he does a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But the other 4 have very predictable and regular court dates. There's one district attorney that's responsible for most misdemeanors and DWIs and traffic matters in district court. He is there every week, Monday through Thursday, on whatever officers, or those Monday through Thursday days are the days when the officers will normally have a regularly scheduled court date. That's usually when most of you are going to be going to court, is Monday through Thursday. There are 3 felony DAs who have court once a month on Friday, and we call those Felony Fridays. And those are not on an officer's day. If you have court on a Felony Friday, it is determined by which felony DA is handling your case. So it doesn't matter which officer it is. If you have a specific type of crime, for example, if you have a drug crime in Carteret County and it's a felony, more often than not, you're going to have your court date set on the 2nd Friday of every month. And, depending on the other type of felony, if it's for example, if it's a rape case, it's probably going to be on the 1st Friday of the month. If it's a property crime like financial card theft or, some kind of financial crime, more likely than not, it's going to be on the 3rd Friday of the month. So the felony DAs do the Felony Fridays. As you're aware, there's more Fridays in a month than just 3. And so on the 4th Friday of every month, they have what's called a non-felony Friday. And that's when the DA that normally handles Monday through Thursday comes to court, and he'll do what they call conflict cases. So if there's a conflict that a normal judge from our district can't hear a case, they may get a judge from out of district to come in and hear a case on a Friday. Or if one of our DAs can't prosecute the case and they have to get a prosecutor from another county to come in, that will usually be when it is. Most non-felony Friday cases are cases not involving officers. And so if you have court on a non-felony Friday, chances are, or another possibility is that it's a case that the DA and the defense attorney and the judge believe is going to take longer than would be allowed on Monday through Thursday, when there are 300-400 cases normally set. They may set just one case on a non-felony Friday for trial if they think that it's going to last all day. So that's Monday through Friday normally. Now there is a 5th Friday, or if there's a 5th Friday in a month, there is generally no court. Today's not a 5th Friday, but there was no court because they didn't have any of those kind of conflict cases or long cases to hear on this fourth Friday, which is a non-felony Friday. In addition to that, you need to know that there are 5 district court judges that serve Carteret County. We are the Judicial District 3B, and that covers Carteret County, Craven County, and Pamlico County. And so we have 5 judges that are from all 3 of those counties that rotate, not just in criminal court, but also in domestic court, DSS court, child support court, and they also hear appeals from magistrate court, and do a number of other things. And so they are usually a term of court in criminal court and criminal district court in Carteret County is usually for 1 week. And so you'll have the same judge here Monday through Friday, even though you have a different DA Monday through Thursday, and then maybe a different DA on Friday, or maybe no court on Friday. And then in addition to that, there are 4 district court assistant clerks who are there Monday through Thursday. They have a regularly scheduled day. So you'll have a different clerk on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then they rotate Fridays. So what does all that mean? On your particular court date, you may have one of 5 DAs, one of 5 judges, and one of 4 clerks or district court clerks that are there to keep records, keep count of everything that goes on, give you your cost sheet, make sure that the files are all in order, make sure that everything gets done right. What that means is there are at least 100 different combinations and possibilities of who could be there that are the major important players in determining what happens to your case. So I say that to highlight the idea that if you think that you're just going to show up in court and ask for something, not knowing who the DA is, not knowing who the judge is that day, not knowing who the clerk is that day, and not knowing any of the other internal and external variables, things that are happening in the courtroom that day, other cases that are being heard that day, or stuff that has happened outside of court, maybe in the news or in the community, that affects what's going on in court that day. If you think that you're just going to show up and ask for something and then just get it because you asked, there's a certain level of, you have to be a little bit naive, or maybe a little bit too overconfident and think that you're just going to be able to show up to court unrepresented, not knowing any of those things, and get what you want. Because all of those things could affect the outcome of your case. And so I guess the bottom line, the reason why I bring all of that up today, and this was all brought on by me being casual on Friday, is that if you're facing a criminal or traffic charge, you want to do everything in your power to stack the odds in your favor and get the best outcome possible for you. You want to protect your rights, protect your driving record. You want to maximize the good in this process and minimize the negative. And so you need somebody who is familiar with the process and the people and all of those variables, who can continue a case if today's not a good day, or who can take care of a case immediately if now's a good time. Somebody who can take all of those things into account and get you the best outcome possible. So if you're or if you're charged with a crime, misdemeanor, felony, DWI, traffic infraction, anything in Carteret County, and you're thinking about doing that on your own, I would strongly recommend that you give an attorney a call that can help you out with that. I'd be more than happy to walk you through it and let you know what I can do. And that's it. We are almost 10 minutes into this one, but I feel like this was one that needed to go a little bit over, because it's very important for people to know what they're dealing with when they go into court, because more often than not, they don't know. Not only do they not know what they're dealing with, they don't know anything about court. So hire a lawyer, talk to somebody that does know what they're talking about. Thanks, y'all.